Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is NutRaisin. We shall be playing a little bit more of PLO. At least Yeah, okay, got the mic on. Alright. Let's do just that. Right, waiting on our table here. Just had a message that made me chuckle on Natural 8 there. Not because of the reason I was hoping for, but because of a bug apparently. They are for now canceling the table limit that they introduced up to limiting to U2, up to 4 tables in any given game. So that's pretty cool. In any case, would prefer to play as much as we can on run at once. For that purpose, we already have the table open and waiting on PLO 20 as well. In the meanwhile, let's fill up the screen with some natural 8 tables. There you go. Oh wow! Oh, ain't that fortuitous? It's the guy from yesterday. This jammer dude. We lost our profit against him. Our profits of the day, basically 2 buy-ins, didn't we? I remember that. Actually, more than. He flopped a, yeah, I remember. He flopped a straight, you had the kings. It was a mess. Anywho, he's fun to play against. Cool. What the hell is up with my tables? Why don't they fill the screen anymore? I mean, that works, but now the... Well, I guess it works. So what do we have? 9-7. Yeah, let's play this one in position against him. Flop 2 pair. A decent enough start. Against this guy, that's for sure. Very happy to wait for a turn until we decide what to do next. Okay. King is not a good card. So I'm winning it because I have the 9 kicker, alright. So I'm post-dentist appointment, I got that behind me. Still a little bit of tooth pain, toothache after the appointment, but it's fine. It'll be gone by tomorrow, I'm sure. Alright, so the first natural table looking mighty fine. Let's add some more then. Alright, so from the first look it looks like Jammer is pretty much playing the same style as last night, playing all the hands he can get. And I believe he was straddling of having lost, like after he lost the first buy-in or two. So maybe he'll continue doing that today. Alright, looks good. On table 3 we have a fine opportunity to fold. Over here with the deuce, letting it be as well. Make the deuce, like, I guess anything higher than a 5? Be interesting question, let's check it out. Would the king 8-7-5 be playable in the cutoff? My prediction would be no, but curious. Was it king 8, 7, 5, right? Down here, unfortunately on a heads-up table against a short stack, something, you know, I don't enjoy heads-up, as you know. Playing it against a short stack doesn't improve matters at all. Neither does this flop. So we were in the cutoff. King 7, 5 double suited. Curious. On the button, I'm sure it's a raise call. It is! Oh. I should just pick the opposite of what I usually pick. And maybe win out against my internet that way. The 8 does give us a gutter. Does give us a pair from the board. We already have the 9s as well. $130. So we have to pair the gutter and pretty decent well. I was gonna say pretty decent blockers. In any case, with a pair of flush draw for this price, we're gonna call. I don't think we're getting called by a single jack all that often. I hope not. Cool. I'm slowly shaking off the, I guess, post-vacation blues, post-vacation depression. When you realize that the vacation is over and you go like, ugh, I wish it wasn't. 7 deuce. The cutoff? I mean, can't be horrible, right? The queen high flush and the ace high flush. Let's check it out, because I'm starting to have second thoughts. I vaguely remember having checked out a hand similar to this one for the button. And I believe that one was still a fold. Let's see. No. Fine. And can either get raise called or raise folded. Nope. What are the tables like? The numbers here are the VPIP, by the way. VPIP. So this guy pretty loose. Him we know, friend of the channel and a regular. On our stakes, marked in blue, usually a little bit too aggressive for their own good. At least that's the general meaning of the attack. All in all, not the greatest table. Maybe switch this one out once we got seated at an additional table. Words to live by as a poker player, indeed. Ching. Make them tilt. Take all that sweet, sweet ching and repeat. Agreed. I'll do my best. Good to see you back. So we did find a new table down here, table 4, which actually frankly looks even worse. 2 racks here. 38, 38, 30 VPIP. Okay, that part is not bad. But being sandwiched between the 2 racks, maybe we can do better. King 10, 9, 6 double suited sounds alright, and I think if we raise it, we get it down 2 heads up quite a bit. Well, it's not a fun spot for Robot here. Definitely not a fun spot to call. Having to play the hand sandwich between the 2 of us. This guy limped out of the gun, right? Well, it's an yeah. Kind of ran out of time. I was about to say it's an ace high board. I sort of 3-bet. Well, actually, I didn't erase. Never mind. Okay. Don't have any spades. The 10. Not the best card. It's definitely not the worst card to roll off. Get Jack, King, Queen would have been worse. Now the question is, did he make a better two pair in the end? Or generally speaking, a better hand than ours? That worked out nicely. Middle two pair? Good enough, sir. Helped by the fact that we didn't have a single spade in our hand. Nope. Oh, we got seated at the PLO 10 table on round 1. That's awesome. And PLO 20 is kicking off as well. Ooh, duh. Whoa, 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 hang on. So that's alright, and that certainly is giving us the trade on the button we happy betting here. Whereas over here, where we call the single raise pre-flop and things are weird. We do take it down on table 2 with the flop straight. Okay, that's just a funny run out. You potted. Guess that was the wrong answer. What's going on? Okay. Whoa. Which is the exact same sound I made in my head on the heads-up table down here. Checking still sounds good. Decided not to fold the flush draw, the gutter and all that jazz. Try to get it all from him. Versus a nice ace king, ace jack. Here the aces take it down, fair enough. And there we take it down and do not get called. From the looks of it, PLO 20 table is down to heads up. Over here, closing action sounds good enough on the whole. Heads up, Master. Good to see you back. We flop a set, alright. You were playing last night in your club. 2k profit, nice. Congrats on that already. When last time I make trip 7 turn, but I lose. I wanted to break a straw. Oh man, the last hand. That's a brutal scenario. No matter how you turn it. But if it's the last hand of your day and you're just about to rack up, that is horrible. Oh man, I'm truly sorry that happened to you. That's just nasty. Make it like half an hour before you want to leave. Okay, fine. But if it's the last hand, you... yeah. That's just mean. Full until... yeah, I think so too. Wait, did I... I hope I raised here. No, I didn't. Jesus Christ. I apologize. You had to see that. Now I'm confused. I guess... damn it. I messed this up right from the start. I should have raised the small line here, like always. pretty nasty now to raise in our spot, because if we get called, then we are first to act on the turn. We can't really check, so we would have to bet again, and it's a mess. So just calling at a flop sounds good to me. You know what? I'll give this one up. I messed this one up from the get-go. I'm not really sure what's going on now. Also, I don't have anything of relevance on the board. No blockers right now. Two pair and a nut flush blocker. That's probably gonna be just a pot size. Yeah. Reason why I was thinking for a moment, like I could make it 4 something, and if this guy wants to play, he shouldn't call. He should come over the top, reopening the action. But I figured if he folds, then he just gets a much better price to call, and I don't want that. You're from Toronto, all right. Yeah, I know. Actually, I knew that. Don't leave unless the players are on the table, but when they bust, you go. Yeah, I understand that. I think generally speaking, that's a smart business decision in the sense that poker, if you treat poker as a business. Unless, I would add an asterisk? An addendum to it. As in, if you're feeling, if you're already done for the day, if you're starting to feel tired, if you played enough hands for the day, then I'll still walk out. Unless it's an exceptionally crazy game that comes around once a year. Yeah, that seems okay to squeeze. Puts him in a pretty stupid spot SPR-wise, where he calls, he doesn't have that much left behind, so maybe he comes over the top, in which case we play this one heads up. Wouldn't be that bad. Alright. I'm really confused. I'm really curious what hand he's gonna show up with then. Something random, and you have 9. Okay, just crap. Oh, and we need a lot of help. Four outs. To take down the small sideboard against him, don't we? That's too bad he hit his king. Okay. Hmm. Okay. With a frown, but we'll let it be. And he did have today's plus hearts, so yay for us. We were drawing that to the flush or queen? Doesn't have a queen? Yeah. And we can't really value bet on board like this, so I like to fold. What I mean by we can't really value bet is, I mean, if we make the flush we would have had here, then we're getting called by him, but we don't really feel good about value betting or value raising is pretty much out of the question. This jammer dude really hasn't gone off the reservation so far. Not that I've noticed, at least. It's a pity. He was a lot of fun yesterday. Unless he took until he took us for 2 buy-ins. I thought it was a little bit sad. I guess we can open more tables now. Right now we're sitting on 4 of them, one of which is PLO 10, so we have a random runs table going. Ideally more, but right now that's the only PLO game in our stakes that I can find. Over here, double suited perfectly connected pair of 9s and 8s is going to be a 3-bet and a 3-bet call at that. I don't know if it's a squeeze. That's a good question. Why is my voice so high? I don't know. I kind of wager it is. Check it out in a moment. What's the spot? We're small blind squeezing against under the gun open. Okay. Yeah, but not folding to that. And it's gonna be really easy to play post flop. On the hand, you flop really like marginal stuff with. Usually you either flop nothing or flop something where you want to put the rest of the money in with. That's the end of that. Oh wow, snap call. Aces and 10s, fair enough. Weren't doing bad against. Gives him an open ender. I wouldn't be surprised if he takes it down. Yeah, makes a backdoor full house. And they split it up. Let's check this one out. 9s and 8s double suited. I know it's a raising hand. It's a squeezing hand. I think it is. Perfect connected it has to be. So small blind, squeezing the gun, jawohl. Jawohl. Doesn't sound like English. Never mind. Guess I'm still a bit confused from the after effects of the drugs from at the dentist office. At least that's the excuse I'm going with for tonight. I'll figure out a new one for tomorrow. Was it 9s and 8s? Yep. Actually down to 9s and 6s. Squeeze calls there. Cool. The nuclear smurf is back! Good to see you. Thanks for the good lucks. The second name is Mr. Rigged. I only used it for official purposes though. I tried to keep that part of my heritage on the down low. You feeling lazy, so I'm not alone. After last week of doing nothing, I still feel lazy as heck. What's happening? The short stack again? Okay. That's a much better board than last time. We were in a similar spot. Shove any turn, pretty much. Oh, that'll work too. We are ahead. 3 ways, 50%, 3 to take it down 3 ways. This guy only has 10. Awesome. That gives him 2 pair or straight, I guess. Can we get there? Nope. And denied. Time to bring out that middle name, huh? Alright, so far we keep getting the money in relatively well. Has to pay off at some point, right? Hail to the Redskins also here. Good to see you, hail to the Redskins. Cheers. Welcome back. And that'll be a hard pass. Somebody who I've marked as a regular? Oh wait, no. Damn it, I forgot what the red mark was. I think I changed it in the past. I think it's supposed to be... Heat! 555 with the sub. Thank you very much, Heat. Cheers. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Wow. Right, the kings. Wait, what happened? You're right, he min raised. We went for the proper open. Yeah, welcome back, Heat, and thanks again for the sub there. That's mighty nice of you. What's with the calling? I'm confused. Okay, so it wasn't queens. Phew! Worried it might have been something like, you know, an overpair smaller than ours, so I wasn't particularly in love with the queen there on the turn. That's excellent, Nuclear Smurf. I wish I could have come up with that one. That's an excellent line. I like it. Damn it! That would have had a much nicer impact had I come up with it. Now I got line envy. Although Mr. Rigged does sound like a character out of the Batman universe. Freeze, Mr. Rigged, the Riddler. Sounds about right to me. What wheel? How's my masseuse today? Not touching that. That's a must. I don't have a wheel. I think the options actually do have something like spin wheel settings. I wonder what that's for. Wait, what's happening? Double suited king. So we have letting these go. Oh, you read short. Never mind. Never mind. Am I showing the right table? Yeah. Whew. Good start. Oh, come on. Really? Really? The force is not with us today. Jeebus. And by the way, here I misclicked. I hovered over the calling thing and then I figured, nah, I'm gonna fold. I guess my subconscious did the rest. So, Heads Up Master, apparently there's a wheel thingy, but I have no idea how it works. I'll tell a lie, actually, the Golden Blazer, I've seen him use it, but he actually has things on the wheel, you know, that give the whole thing's purpose and sense, which I would be lacking if I was to spin a wheel right now. She needs role changing. Oh. Take a nice rub, relaxing music, and glass of wine once massage is done. You had me at nice rub. Nope. Let's give us the flush draw on top. We do have the gutter as well as the top pair. I guess we check it down. There's... With all the checking going on behind us, there's a chance we are good. If not, betting now, don't think makes a lot of sense. We can spite called by a hand like that quite a lot. Rightly so. In the cutoff, this makes that more than fine. Over here we have a fun blind versus blind spot against Brobot. Got the aces on our table as well. I'm checking, and I think I'm gonna end up check calling here a lot. Right on. And that's of course rather excellent. We have the aces. We see the 3-bet, although unfortunately from a dude that has 0% VPIP. Have you played against him? Not really. So rather tight ass. I'm very happy to see the other guy go out now, because if he is as tight as his stats suggest, the chances that he is showing up with aces as well are significantly higher than with other players. And then a possible third guy would just have an equity edge usually. What's the wheel? Yeah, right? You know, in hindsight, now that you phrase it like that, that might not have been my smartest question ever, but we can fix it in post. That's what they say, right? We'll fix it in post. Alright, can we avoid the 2-pair curse this time around? Or Nate would also not be a good card. Dead 9 is excellent. We're down to 6 outs to lose against. 85% favorite. Whew, make that 100. We're taking a substantial pot down for a change. Shazam. Oh, that wheel on... Right. I can't. Oh, hell no. It'll be a while until I can. No spins available. I have, let's see, 3.4 thousand points out of 40k, 40,000 points needed. That wheel, okay, that wheel, yeah, duh. That makes more sense. Sluska, Geheimagent. Geheimagent Nut, secret agent Nut. How are we doing at the tables? Remains to be seen. So far we've been getting the money in at least decently well. Haven't gotten rewarded much, to put it mildly. Let's see, how are we doing? Do not horribly, we're not doing great. 100, 110, 135. Puts us squarely at break even for now, which is fine, and we've been playing for half an hour. And we're still a little bit under the weather from the dentist visit today, so we got a little bit of toothache going on. Ah, that's fine, I'll survive. But I'm just setting up that excuse now. So for when should I lose today, then, you know, that's my... Gonna have a callback to that. Remember the dentist pains? Yeah, that's what did me in. That hand where I lost couldn't concentrate. This has to be too weak. Interesting question, what hand gets called here? I'd wager... something like the 10-9-7, maybe? So it would be cutoff versus under the gun open. King 10-9. None is the correct answer. Absolutely no hand. No hand with the king 10. Because, oh yeah, right, the gap between the king and the 10 is too high. Down here, where we 3-bet button open, which is fine. We're always gonna c-bet a board like this. And successfully this time around too. The other spots on our new PLO 20 table on RIO, we flop 2 pair. And here we flop a set. Ooh, hang on, things are happening all over a sudden. All over the place. Let's raise this then. Took it on with the 2 pair 10-5 on table 6 on the run one's PLO 20 table. And here, well, oh here, wow, whoa, what the hell is happening? What you got then, sir? Better aces? Nah, just different. Oh, we got a pair, the gutter. Ooh, cracking the aces. No, that's just nasty. Ace Jack. Ace Jack is gonna be a tough one to overcome. And he doesn't. We take it down. Taking it down. Cool. Hang on, Sluska, the back. Oh, right! Sluska, what did the doctor say? Did you get relief? Back is not in shape, but doesn't hurt much when I lay down, so I'm in bed. Ugh. I'm happy to hear it doesn't hurt much, but I really feel for that. Having suffered from that before in my life, sure, with the 50 cents extra. Let's call here. Yeah, was the doctor able to help? Neat. Right on. Saying you've been paying more attention to the Jane and his mastermind instead of playing. That's something that's really high on my agenda too, which I keep saying. Well, it keeps being true too. So good on you. I think we can just call here in position. Not really worried about any turn here. A few other spots here. Raise the button open, which is fine. Size up. And at least so far in my experience, we're not getting raised by a draw here. Getting raised by a 10-9, Jack 10-9, 7 or something like that. Definitely if you turn. And here now. Then get the fold, unfortunately. Oh, it's a nice spot for him to bluff. And it's a nice spot for us to fold all in all, so... Yeah, I think that's how it's gonna have to be. I'll wrap you good. This is turning into one raunchy channel. That'd be a good condiment for a sex club or a strip bar, the raunch dressing. Now that I say it out loud, maybe not. Never mind, never mind. I'm gonna fix that in post too. Not as good as it sounded in my head. Oh well. Okay. This is getting rated M, right? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, heads up mess. But first I have to, you know, play enough hands in order to get the rake back. I spun the wheel before. Don't think on the higher rake back levels we ever got the highest payout. So far we've been averaging like 30-ish%, somewhere in the neighborhood. Hilariously, we split it up here with almost the exact same hand. Yeah, agreed with what Chi-Ching is saying there. He'd keep us updated how, once you get back to playing a little bit more, how it goes for you, having started to mastermind. Also curious to hear, if for your first session after some intense study time, how it is for you. For me, personally, I always tend to play worse for the first session, because there's so many new concepts, or, yeah, there's not necessarily so many, but there's some new things whirling around in your head after a study session, and then implementing them all gets messy, and so yeah, I usually lose the first session. Curious to see how it goes for you. Oh wait, that's the third time we've gotten aces, and just the third time we see a 3-bet. That's just awesome. really hear someone say I'm a gentleman, but I guess it's a compliment. Oh, yeah, I'd just take it. Oh, okay. That's how that was the plan there, huh? Okay. It's just gonna be ugly. This SPR, top pair, backdoor, nothing right now. Ugh. Alright. The two pair and the king, that's a little bit sad. On the king as well. Ooh, that gives us... Well, it actually gives us the same hand. So we split the first one, lose the second one. Alright. Down here, not going for the final suite of value, but we are good. Oh. They called in the morning and the doctor was sick because the doctor was sick, but they gave you a new appointment. All right, for tomorrow. So at least they were gave you an appointment for the near future. That's good, I guess. Damn, it's just not the hand, man. Of course, that would have been a pretty exciting flop for us, but not the hand. We would have, for the record, we would have lost it too in a hilarious fashion there as well. So this guy is pretty crazy, and with the extra money in here and me being in position, means I do want to call. Oh wow, what's happening here? We're ahead right now, apparently. What happened? Oh, come on! What the hell? I barely get what this guy is doing. Not quite sure what he was up to, but hey, it worked out. This is shaping up to be a strange night. We listen to some weird stuff. Oh well. Ooh. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, SPR's way too low to start betting here. Here, things get interesting. And on a side where we can run it multiple times, also where I'm not convinced that I'm behind now, actually. I'm gonna put it in. We river the nuts on the other table here. But we are behind, and you just have... Wow. Wasn't that the turn for you, man? I can have something? No? We are losing against pretty much everyone right now. Here we got called, it looks like, alright. That's pretty sad because we were losing almost 2 stacks over here. Maybe a little less. Oh well. King C4 versus the cutoff. Some cards on a turn where I can continue bluff to bluff a jack or a 10, namely. Maybe another ace. Disregard that misclick. I actually like this guy's raise on the flop. He had the gutter and the front and the backdoor flush draw. Not a bad move. You don't hate if you don't hate life if you get called or raised and you put more money in. That's fine. You have a bunch of equity and you end the hand right there a lot of the time. It's also pretty nice. Well done. Just in case I'm sounding like I'm being sarcastic, I'm not. Okay. No, it's something that fixes itself. Well, that's at least good to hear, Sluska. But in the meantime, yeah, might get boring. And the drive to the playground from Montreal is slightly annoying. I remember, like, traffic wasn't all that great. Traffic was pretty bad. But that was mostly for getting through Montreal, never mind. It's kind of blew that it was an additional, what, 20, 30 minutes outside of Montreal for me, coming from north. I liked it. Had a good vibe, the playground. Even though I lost the only session I played there. Yeah, that's not a bad approach, I agree, Heat. It should save you, and by extension me, from being overwhelmed in these spots. Watch one heavy theory video per day, maybe take notes and think about it after for a while afterwards. And, really internalize that before moving on to the next video. Yeah, I think you got your finger right on the money there. That's gonna make a big difference. Against this guy, I wish I hadn't 3-bet. Not showing up with many straight draws, and he's showing up with aces predominantly there. 0%, but never mind. I take it back. It was a single raise part, it wasn't a 3-bet part. Never mind. I'm not gonna try to put him on aces or any hand really. In which case, this is perfectly fine. Top pair, gutter, the ace is the ace of diamonds, all looking pretty nice on this board. Gentleman agrees. Yeah, I know what you mean. Heads of masters, a lot of people are like that. And it's not a bad idea to take a note on that and act accordingly in the future. 40 minutes depending on the traffic. All right. Yeah, good point. Heads of master. I mean, I do understand whenever somebody has a pocket pair and hit a set that they want to run it only once, because with a high hand bonus that is more plus EV. trying to hit quads. For what, almost an additional buy-in? So bad as to damage. It's not horrible. I'm not even sure if we are down. 120. You know what? I don't think we are on natural 8. Since we're sitting on 2 stacks here, 2 stacks here. Yeah, I think we're right around breaking even. Cool. You were the bubble. Only time the bubble boy was fun was in the Seinfeld episode. Otherwise, it's never a fun fate. I cross-dress on the weekend. Yeah. That's pretty relaxing, actually. How come you're not c-betting? I don't want to see it get checked around twice in a row. Ching freedom, I take it your day at work has ended now. Good to hear. No real hands, never mind. PS check 10-10 is seeing as suited looks alright. My book. Might be confusing you with someone else. Incidentally, that's what I hear a lot when I go out cross-dressing on the weekends. Yeah, we should be up a little bit on run at once. We're breaking even there. I don't know, we're break even right now. Which is really not bad considering how many pots we lost, how many all-ins we lost today. Oh, wow, they're playing a big one. You had the what now? No clue when the money went in. That would be interesting to know. Went in on a turn, then I sort of get it, but for this pot size, not really either. So somebody went off the reservation, either one of these two. Probably fine if this guy, yeah, if this guy folds. In this case, never mind. Check this out for the cutoff. Ace 9, 7, 5, not suited to the ace. I think it sounds about right. So close, so close. Ace 9, 7, 6. So a little bit. The solver is looking for hands that are just a tiny bit better connected. Ace 9, 7, 5, Ace 9, 8, 6, 8, 7, triple suited or not suited to the ace. All of these get played, and they get raised folded, of course. When I say of course, I mean that's, in case you know to PLO, that's the case in a lot of spots with hands that are single suited, but not ideally single suited, that have either 3 of the same suit or are not suited to the high card. Especially if they contain an ace, ace 10, 7, 5, whatever. You can raise a lot of them, but you really should hold a lot of them should it come to it. Down. Closing extra Jack 10, 8. 3 BB extra in the middle. Makes it kind of a good question. Okay. You know, for a ragged hand, sort of ragged hand like this is an above average flop, I'd say. We have a club as well, blocking the flush draw. Have to backdoor flush ourselves, have to wrap. Guess give us a pair and we go and play this hand a lot more aggressively. Everybody's a male on the internet until proven otherwise. Ha! Somebody who's been around on the internet for a while. Exactly. Confirm I'm ladyboy on the weekends. Why not? So now the initial better checks, and we end up making the nut straight. Just read the first words. Sluska, I'm not sure if I want to read the rest. Oh lord, where are we going with this in the channel? Dressed in female underwear once in my life. Okay, I didn't read that part. Of underwear. It was a cold winter, so I bought my girlfriend's legs. I was expecting a story like you got dressed in the dark. But that also works, I guess. And if it gets really cold, then yeah, I see it. Especially if you're talking like Canadian coldness. Got completely wasted at the pub. Caught for drunk and disorderly, really? I think you might be the first person I've ever met that happened to. Was it just, why did that happen? A small town? A cop that finally wanted to have something to do? Or what's the story behind that? I don't remember if they strip searched me or saw the panties. OMG. That, as I wrote there, that is an excellent story, sir. Thank you for sharing that. Made my evening a bit nicer. Sorry, I was clicking buttons on the other tables. Didn't mean to keep this guy waiting. So we did flop the straight. I think we'll take one off. Improves us from the nut straight to, you guessed it, the nut straight. Seeing the check is nice, seeing the money go our way in our direction is even nicer. Wait, where did my... oh, never mind. My PLO to many table go, but it's right there. King Queen 9-8 is gonna be a 3-bet call. Whoa, what a flop. And down here where we called with the 9s, I'm gonna start betting here and I'm not gonna take the foot off the pedal anytime soon. And that is an excellent board. Really one where we don't want to lose any customers, right? We have the top pair, the flush draw, the second nut flush draw to be exact, and open-ender, which is currently improving to the nuts on this turn. And we are deep too. a shove, and I free roll you. How does that sound? Alright. So far, so good. Made a set of 10s. Yeah, wow, everything I've said so far has been exactly spot on. Now, I'm not gonna say... No, I don't want to be the master of my own demise here and predict how this is gonna end. This has been too scary already. Good. Yes! For a $93 pot, ladies and gentlemen. And 7 cents. Let's see how much of that is gonna hit our side of the table. What was it, 97.03? No, 93. They didn't take $7 of a rake, did they? No. I think it was 93. 93.07, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Ish. More importantly, Shazam! That was a good one. Not break it even anymore. How weird was that? Like everything I said came true. On the other hand, I tend to talk a lot, so... You know, the blind squirrel, find the nut and all that. Still, weird hand. For a long time after that, I couldn't stop thinking about if the cops saw my panties or not. You know, that might be the start of a really exciting fetish for you. That's not a sentence I've ever uttered in that particular combination of words ever in my life before, I think. Okay. I might still be under the influence of something the dentist gave me. The double gutter, both of which would be 2 the nuts, right? The 9 would give us 2 nuts. Yeah, let's see one. So, equity-wise, this is the same as an open-ender. A bad call. And we even got a call here. Do we get the price if he calls? Quite. Over here. Damn, now I wish he was deeper. Just gonna call for a change with the top set. Yeah, just gonna give up. If he was at least as deep as this guy, we could go bananas here. Only excellent blockers. So he checked that turn. Could have the low straight now, which is not gonna raise. That's when you know life has it in for you. Yeah, it's one of those days where you know, just go back to bed. He did rivet it straight, right? Wait, what's happening? Nah, there's not enough extra money in the middle. A little bit tempting. Make it 50, make it 5 PB extra, sure. We could call it 3-bet. Ooh. Ace, King, Jack, 10. Perfectly double suited, too. Great story to imagine while on my way home. Well? Really? Cheating, you don't say. I know it technically exists in the law books, like in a lot of places in the world, but... Yeah, I've never met anybody who got into trouble under that. Because of that. Yeah, okay, I think they do that here too. I just never met anyone that happened to, but if they clearly notice that you basically have little chance of making it home alive, then they just take you home and in a sobering up tank, basically. Sobering up cell. It's literally what it's called in German. Except, you know, using German words. Duh. These days maybe not. The Englishification? Englishification? I'm going with it. Is spreading rapidly in Germany. Jack 10-8 against you? Yes, please. I completely forgot about the fact that him here, Gamma, was into our right. Pair open-ender. And in that, I shall leave to get back home sooner. No, it was $3. Heads up, master. I messed up the numbers. I thought it was 97.03, but it was 93.07. The size of the part, I mean. Over here, start off with calling. Don't keep this gentleman waiting any longer. Wait, sorry. Oh, I got confused by my hotkeys there. That solves that, right? Yes, it does. And really, as soon as he calls, there's really not much to think about it. Not much to think about. Whoa! Aces and the kings. Good for you, my friend. Nice hand. Nah, it was $3, which for a $100 pot, unfortunately makes sense these days on at least a lot of sides. If the gutter, he doesn't have enough behind to consider calling. Could come over the top, but right now we only have a pair of queens, so let it be. Fridgeman! Saying in German, hey, how come that right now so many streamers are playing on GG? And also saying, well, good luck, you can make out by yourself, on your own. Welcome back, Fridgeman. I'm trying to think of an answer. In the past, they had a promotion for streamers that was pretty juicy, but they canceled that a couple of weeks ago. But that's the reason why historically, quote unquote, for the last 6 months or so, they've been gaining a lot of traction with streamers. Another reason is that if you're streaming for them, you can set up your own affiliate code, so people that watch your link and want to play on the site can do so. You can sign up using your code, and that way you get a tiny part of their percentage, tiny percentage of their rake that they accumulate every month. So that makes it attractive for stealers. Sorry, I don't know what. It's like a Freudian slip, but I really wouldn't know the hidden intention behind it. So never mind. Yeah, it makes it attractive for streamers. I guess that's also a reason. And lastly, even though there's some things, plenty of things I don't like about the network, the games are good. That I have to give them. Top and bottom, alright. Oh wow, you just flopped us pretty dead here, didn't you? We need a 6 of backdoor hearts, that's what it comes down to. Ah, no, backdoor hearts not impossible now. Okay. We got aces here and we're deep against however your name is being pronounced. Go with the small one here in this spot. So I have some balance in my range. That king is not a very happy card. From my perspective, that's among the worst cards in the deck. Don't bet, man, don't bet. Hmm. trouble is the bet sizing does look like value. Um, yeah. Yeah, knew I didn't like that king. Here we get some money back, however, from Jammer, and over here we river the nuts, don't we just? So seven's full, on the, like the hand we just lost, just still thinking about it. Seven's full is a possibility. Deuce, sometimes, but not very often, so discounting that for the most part. Kings, yeah. Kings are the prime candidate when it comes to hands that we are behind against. Down here, stick on a cold call. Down. All right. Yeah, I don't think with aces, unless it's aces with spades, he's not betting the small ways. I think we're ahead right now a lot of the time. Oh. I think they just wait until somebody comes to pick you up. Yeah, to be honest, I never heard about it happening here in Germany, at least not to anybody I know or talk to. You read about it in the paper sometimes, so they pick somebody up and put him in a cell basically, or to sober up for the night. Take it down after this gentleman had a long and good think. Oh wow, we just flop it all, huh? Yes. Take it down here, take it down on table 2. And here I'm gonna go for the bluff. Tournament check check. We're the ones checking behind. Cool. And here you're flopping the wrap. Absolutely no club. Wait, what is it? No, diamond. A bit sad. Check call that king. There's not much that he can call to continue on that king. Yeah. You mean check call on the turn? That thought actually did cross my mind. I like it too. If you're talking about the turn, if you're talking about the river, then yeah, I agree as well. Eh. We're getting called, spite called by overpairs a lot, as they should. Just in that 1B. Okay. Another sort of interesting spot down here. We do have the gutter to a straight flush top pair. And yeah. That's pretty much it. Oh yeah, with the aces we decided to check back on the flop. %0 VPIP on the other hand, we haven't really played with him. Or where are you from? Lebanon. Yeah. Anybody have a quick country-specific read for Lebanese players? All right. With the heart, happy to see bet here, especially against Gamma. Don't think we've seen Gamma min raise yesterday. That's kind of new. We do ISO him, however. That's a good start. Here, double gutter, excellent future blockers, and he can fold post flop. So why the hell did I check? Yeah, I spaced out when I checked on the flop. Not intentional. I think I'll let it go. Down here, 2 pair now. Sounds pretty good. And whoa, hang on. Here we're gonna go all in with... Ah, I misread my hand. I got confused between the 2 hands. Over here with the king and here. I don't have a king. I thought I have 2 pair. Top 2, to be exact. Duh. Yeah, that was money well spent. Ah, Jesus. No, not under the gun. This table officially blows. This is the only fun guy. 6% VPIP, 22, 16, 20. Jesus Christ, let's find a better one. Actually, that's true for a lot of tables we're sitting down at. Yeah, one ain't much better. Oh well, we'll make do. Decent-ish starting hand over here. We're down to 1-1 table, unfortunately. There's plenty of action at PLO 50, 18 entries, but alas, we're not there yet. This can be raised. Yeah, actually, let's do. We're deep. Kind of interesting. Taking down, also kind of interesting. Good raise here, I'm still gonna call. Two pair and gutter. Doesn't sound that bad. That queen. Queen isn't great. Does give us a flush draw on top. That part is nice. The 10 also not all that amazing. And now with the queen holding at 9 blocker isn't really valuable at all. And we need to let it go. Alright. Back away onto the nuts over here, which is nice. Only called because it was Jammer raising. I do want to be involved against him as much as I reasonably can. I think I'm gonna go with the pot size raise, which I would do with bluffs here as well. Yep, sounds good to me. How's it sound to you, sir? I've seen him call a lot, I believe, on the river at least. Capable of folding post, but on the river he tended to be sticky, if I recall correctly. Nice. The 10-6-6 deuce double suited was good enough to raise it up in, what was it, MP for you? Yeah. I know, it was double suited. Famous last words. This guy can fold to flop 3 bets. Interesting. Second time he's done it. Yep, just gonna let it go. Down here, we turn above average, I'd say. Do get called and just have an amazing river. top and bottom 2 pair. All the flush draws missed. We're not blocking spades at all. The short version is we're gonna call. Especially against him. That's been pretty bluffy in the past. We do chip it up though. Wait, what's the word? Split it up. That's the one I was looking for. Right on. Get to 3-bet him again. This time we have the goods too. Decided he's not gonna fold 2 out of 3-bet 3 times in a row. Which is probably gonna turn out to be a good decision for him. Not a bad card, all things considered. On a paired board, I'm not really that interested in using my nut spade blocker down the road. Kind of suspicious. On the other hand, it's really not that great a board to continue calling. An MP. I think perfect connected this gets played. Definitely gets played in the cutoff. Let's check it out. I'm gonna call the raise. What about the matrix S? Let's see. I remember I checked it out and handout in the past too. Embarrassing. Okay, easy let go here. In the meanwhile, we flop trips. At 8876. Yeah, and that's exactly right too. The 7-5, 6-5, 8-6, all of these side cards do not get played in MP with a pair of 8 single suited. Neat. Slowly. I'm learning, but slowly. Giving us a pair of flush draw and that backdoor flush draw as well. Okay. With the backdoor flush draw, we're never folding. Wow. So yeah, initially started betting on the flop, strange enough, not waiting for the turn with my blocker. I think we lead here now. And now we can't fold even if we're behind for getting the prize. We probably are, yeah. I ran it twice. Not a Z's time, you say. Okay, then that's gonna be over quickly. Wait, what happened? Okay, that didn't help us. Over here, well, I guess the money's gone in then. Don't be kings, man. Don't be kings. But we have both flush draws. We need one of them. See how nitty friend stream that guy Fox. Let's do it, he says. A man after my own. Thank you for entertaining my nitty soul. Wow. 2? Okay. 2 for 3. Nice answer. Nice hand. Oh, getting some money back there. Actually, more than. I made a profit. Let me rephrase that. He got some money back. We got most of it. Still a bit annoying, I have to admit. Toothache but it should be gone by tomorrow. We'll just go, I think. Yeah. Turn the opening is straight flush. Turn is straight, incidentally. Wait, the other thing. The thing with all the colors and them looking like the same. Flush, right? Flush, there you go. I think check calling it down suits me relatively fine. Question mark. We do have the second nuts, however. Yeah, I'll go with it. Check call. So if I bet and I get raised, this is still a spot where people can put in the bluff. And this way we'll just call down no matter what happens, the spot size. Yep, you got it, my friend. Kinda have a feeling you do got it. Yep. But here we got it. At least as far as second nuts are concerned. Basically hoping he has a jack. I am blocking continuation ranges draws quite heavily on the ace and the queen. Made me not want to go for the check. Should have potted here with the extra money in the middle, my bad. Oh. Wait, did I? No, I didn't check. Although it's a decent option, especially without a club. Okay. Yeah, I think the flop check. Bet with a club, check without a club. Probably a good approach. As played, just gonna check it down. Get beaten by an ace. Decent amount of the time, not this time around though. And this is a spot where if you turn the tables around and put us in Brobot's shoes there, holding the eights on that board, where I'm starting to try, or I made a mental note that I do want to try to take it away on the river there. Because I get shown this pretty much this exact hand pretty much always, like kings or queens that really didn't like the ace and are now intent on checking it down. And maybe there's some value to be had there. From the other guy's perspective. It's a bit too loose, especially against this guy. I'm so used on this table to call a lot because of Jammer there. I mean, this flop notwithstanding, now I'm really confused why you check, because... Really tight. Really tight as him. This is the type of player who shows up with high pocket pairs here a lot. Sure, some Broadway rundowns and stuff like that as well, which probably don't contain a queen, since we have all the queens. And following that line of thought on this type of board, should have checked behind. That's, yeah. That one I could have played way better. Yeah. Very good spot to check behind. There were really no turns that would have worried us, especially against this type of player, like a low card completing a straight. Really not relevant to his range all that often. That is very relevant to my range here. Not putting it in, no? Alright. Is that a good card for you, sir? Not really. Run it twice. Yeah, sure. I don't think there's enough money in there to trigger the quad bonus should we hit him. Which I think is correct, actually. We need like 30, some amount of big blinds in there, and I don't think there was enough. And if you know, and you figure you found that it was enough, well, I was gonna say then please don't tell me, but now I'm torn, because it's kind of good. It would be good to know. Everybody checking here, including the initial opener. Now don't quote me on this being a spot where we necessarily want or need to bet. %16% VPIP. Very happy letting it go pretty much right away. Excursion to this table where we're gonna get an flop all in, it looks like. There's a short stack of queens versus aces. With a suit, he doesn't run it twice, sounds good to me. He took it down with a bet on the turn, on the ace turn. Never know what the hands were in play. Decent run out, 75%. First one, that's make that 100. Also a very nice start. Basically need to avoid a queen and a queen only, yeah. He's trying to 5% to 2 outs. Cool. Wait, why did I call this hand? I really shouldn't have. Maybe we were multi-way, but nah, even then. Not a good multi-way hand by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, note to self, fold that one next time with a small blind. Paulo Dioniso! Pleasure seeing you here. Thank you very much for the good lucks. I hope you had a decent time in my absence since the last time we saw each other. Hope life has been treating you kindly. What do you have here? Quick disclaimer, it's not gonna be the longest stream tonight. I didn't get much sleep last night. I had a dentist appointment and I'm always a nervous wreck before any dentist appointment. But for now, we're playing some PLO. Alright. Over here, happily calling. And wrap. Let's go for something I almost never do in this spot, which is go for a bluff, and it works too. Damn it, maybe I should start doing it more often. Yeah, it's not a spot where, me personally at least, where I bluff a lot. But it was fun to see it work. I think Snap folded it too. If you're curious about my reasoning, I was sort of like if he has the ace 5 or something like that, of course we're dead. If he turns 6s, we're dead. 6s we're blocking, holding a 6. And we're blocking the 5 by proxy. We had a lot of the cards in our hand that usually go with the 5, 5, 6, 5, 7. type of hands. So I think we're doing alright on run it once. We should be breaking even? Question mark? I think so. In the beginning of the stream, we lost a bunch of all-ins where we got the money in at least reasonably well every time, I think. Results didn't go away. We have a gentleman straddling the heck out of it here, going for the all-in straddle. There's only this guy left to act. He shoves, comes over the top, then so be it. We'll play for his 721. And against a random hand, we are never doing bad with this one. So why not gamble it up a bit? Random ones for this pot size, save some time. One of our flush draws covered. And... okay. We don't have a single pair, but we are slightly ahead right now. If the gutter, any pair is good. He's not blocking any of our pairs. It's excellent. And looks like that took us, gave us the lead. All right. Oh! Oh well. Just a slightly better hand one. Aces and queens, no suit, but, you know, aces and queens in one hand. I'm not going to complain about a lack of suits there. That's just nice, and that's even nicer. See a turn, maybe. $17 SPR for him, little more than 1, so there's really not much of a decision at this point. I love taking down, not getting called there. That's rather excellent. Table 2 I laid it down on the 7-5 board with 2 hearts. On the turn, once you bet pot on the turn. Alright, something's happening at the PLO 10 table. Looks like you have what, a raise 3-bet, 4-bet call? Wow. Wait, what? Nah. 4 ways, I don't want this hand back. Aces, okay, crap, and what the hell? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Wow, you guys are amazing. So, Instamarked is slightly nutty. Actually, he's slightly nutty. He's just completely off the reservation. What the hell is that? It's gonna be a long hand, it looks like. Jesus. Check out some other spots. Yes. Gonna go for the raise fold. This guy cold calls, okay. Here, I think we have to start betting at this point. It's not a great board. Not worried about this guy, but it's definitely a better board for him than for us, generally speaking. I mean, you do show up having 3-bet here with aces lot, in which case this is not a horrible board by any means, but still. Ugh, how's that for a run out? I think a single spade is definitely an issue. That looks like value too. He's calling that. I find surprising. I'm really interested in seeing the run out here. Really a showdown. On this table, I think I'll let it go. This just... Nah, nah. You've just been too weird, my friend. Earned that pot. On the other hand, what does he bet there for half pot, which looks like value in the first place, that we beat? You mean overpair? Nah, he doesn't have, he's not strung up with kings or anything like that. Nah, can't really figure it out. So don't like, looking back, don't like the call. Not because we lost, but because I think, not because we lost against a specific hand, but I think because in general we lose a lot there. Please, call, I really want to see. And on net rate, we should be slightly in profit, like half a buy-in or something, if I calculate it correctly right now. Whoa. So I spite called on the flop, he bet really quickly and I didn't really believe him that we're necessarily behind yet. And now things get... I sort of have a feeling he has a lower set. That's your test. I don't mind gambling it up a little bit here. Might not be that lower set. It is that lower set! He's drawing to 1 out! Wait, no. He has 10%, so he's a few... Oh, to 10s, okay. So run at once. Shazam! I would have lost much more money on the turn. Had the king not come, I believe. Damn, he left. I would have loved to take a note on that. But they fired out really quickly when check 2. Oof, that was good. Okay, gives us the 10 high straight. Burnt nut straight. And a blocker to the second nut flush. Not shy about betting, huh? You paid attention to how Edwin plays. Ugh. I kind of wish I didn't have the queen of spades and I could just fold it. Right, just don't bet the turn, maybe? Wait, the other thing. The what's it called? River, right. He does. I think we can call. Check, 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 check. 3 streets, huh? You bet all 3 streets. Alright. Yes, baby. Whew. Could have very easily lost that one too. Against the exact hand he was representing and blocking. But instead, we've been shazamming it up a little bit recently. And are sitting on more than the starting stack on every single table. More than doubled up on 2. Oh. Thank you very much, Paulo. Another lucky turn for us. Cheers. Ace is over here, where we're down to, wait, 300? Why? We're running out of tables on natural age? No. Then let's find a better, yeah, 18% VPIP, 40% VPIP. I think we're not going to be hard pressed to find a better table. That is nice. Yeah, that's totally what I intended to do. No, that's... Come on, raise it or call. That's just gonna be embarrassing. Cool. Just wouldn't feel right. I mean, now what? You checked the... I guess so? You check behind on a turn. Fair enough. That'll be a nope. Down here, blind versus blind looks playable enough. Thank you very much. Yeah, it was a very optimistic call. Expecting to lose it quite a bit. I haven't quite yet figured out how often people go for the triple barrel. Yeah, exactly. Oma ha ha ha. That's this game in a nutshell. Sometimes, often enough, it's the other guy that laughs last, though. No other hand going on for us anywhere. Eh. I will let this one be with the 3. Check it out. 2 nitty? Question mark. We are perfectly single suited and decently connected for 3 out of 4 cards. Okay, that is has to be some solver voodoo right there. So the hands you would expect to be played are getting played and getting raised called, like the Queen Jack 10-9, 10-8, 10-7, that's fine. 10-6, 5-4 do not get played, not at all. And the 10-3 and 10 deuce get played again and also get raised called. Can't figure that out. Like I always try to find some sort of reasoning that seems logical to me behind what the solver, but not the bot, what the solver would do. This time, no clue. Ching, you know what? True story. When I put on the shirt today, first of all, I thought that I don't think I had this shirt on stream yet because in the summer, of course, I'm not wearing long sleeves. And my second thought was, I wonder what the chances are if Ching recognizes that shirt or if I saw it in Montreal, because I bought it at somewhere in the supermarket, a Walmart, whatever, around me in Canada. Yeah, I bought it in Canada. And I thought at the very least you probably met somebody who wore the shirt before. Damn, I can't talk today. 2 flushes out there, we're not talking either. He has both of the flush draws. Wow. No, I still don't want any ruddy insurance, but I would love to run it multiple times. Ooh, denied. Sorry. Still, that's nice. So yes, Chiching, it is. Polo Dianosa, I'm intending to know this naturally. Yeah, the games are fun. So what do we do now? I really wish the king was a 5 or 9, but kind of want to see a flop. And on this one, Rainbow, money's gone in, and we're gonna play this one 3 ways. I doubt we have fold equity against this guy, but still, I prefer to call in myself if I made up my mind that the money is gone in for my end anyway. What do you have? A big of... yes, blockers. No good. For the red table? Yeah. Ugh. That was such a nice turn. Considered. Too bad. Well, what do you have? Oh, for wow. Alright. Just flop the nuts with all the redraws in the world, huh? Oh, well, that'll work for me. So do we get the bonus now? Because that's pretty much the same pot size as last time. No, okay. Yeah, it's always Paulo Dioniso if you're thinking about, like, as in, I say this always when somebody is telling me that they are curious about the site and want to play on the GG network. The games are good, but I encourage you to read the terms and conditions very carefully and all the documents that have to do with it, all the player agreements and stuff like that, because they have some rules that you're not going to find on other sites, like making bum hunting illegal, making red holding illegal, and things like that. So just as a heads up, want to play on the site, then read those would be my advice. But maybe that's just the German in me talking. I usually don't read like the terms and conditions of most products. Like, who does? Of most products I buy, but when it comes to poker sites, I tend to. And I'm certainly glad I did in the case of Natural 8. Also, welcome home, Chiching. Thanks for the Shazam. Player in PP Poker? Yeah, I'm not brave enough to do that. I don't dare to. Holy crap. And we're deep against Member too. Ah, lords. Sympathetic suits you well. Thank you very much. It's nice that we have the jack ourselves too. Blocking jacks full and blocking ace jack, of course. There is a chance that we're drawing dead already. Never discount this in a 3-bet pot in PLO. 10 we're not blocking, but... So how do you find PP Poker, Paulo? I keep hearing excellent things about the games there. It's just, it's not for me. I don't want to do money transfers via a third party. So it's not my thing personally. We do take it down and we bet the queen 6-5-4. Just an under the gun open. Actually, it wasn't just an under the gun open. It was an under the gun open plus caller. Okay. Oh my, yeah. That moment when the guy refused to run it twice and lose it, you lose it all. Exactly. Exactly. Just like last night when we lost. Well, then running it twice wouldn't have helped us much. We would have like 2% equity. But yeah. It's exactly it, Chi-Ching. Always hurts my needy soul. Be it as it may, even though we lost it one all in, I think we're doing alright. Damn it, now I clicked the wrong button. I hate it when that happens. Bear with me. Go with that. Ah, fuck me. I need to resize all the tables again. Oh, what joy. Okay, that looks all good. Cool. MP, I was gonna say this pretty close, but MP, this is fine. Matter of fact, I think it does get raised, get opened under the gun as well, with the ace-king specifically. Up in the top pair is okay, I guess. Roman Heek, good to see you. Welcome back, Roman. Well, taking that one down. Up here. All right. It's complete. Ace is done here. Thanks for a promising start. All right. Definitely remember you, sir. Oh, he can just call this. Will forever be beyond me. I'm not so convinced about the squeeze, by the way. Spot I definitely want to look into. Of course, you're never gone wrong squeezing with aces, not what I mean, but not great aces, and we have to give up post a lot. Fortunately, not on this board. It's beautiful. Yeah, the trigger happy. Run it twice? Nah, I think enough money went in there that we could make quads and get paid for them. So what do you need? Turns out you need a 4, among other things. We get the side pot, so we make a profit in hand. Yet. I don't mind if we do. Oh, wow. Just the aces, queen 10 heads up, huh? Oh. Alright. Pair, open-ender. Flush draw. Just give us a straight with a blocker to better straights. Whoa, and we're just flopping quads here. Well, we're not gonna get the bonus no matter what we do. Not enough money can go in. You get called. Let check really quickly though. Get called. We should be good. Yeah, cool. Wow, you did have the better straight, didn't you? Didn't ya? Took it out with the quad aces, bet the turn really small. Wonder if I can figure out how we're doing on late. It's the first site ever, or that I can remember, that where the cashier doesn't show you the money in play somewhere. So if you have, you know, $100 in your account, and you sit on at a NL10 table, it's going to show you 90, and with no mention of the fact that you have some money in play. So it's always difficult to figure out how you're doing for the session. a bad one to see, but by any means. Which only Jack is gonna call. I think queens and kings are gonna give up a lot. At least at some point. Nice. So apparently on Wednesday I'm going camping. I'm not going to be able to stream on Wednesday. And like, can barely tell you how it happened. To my two of my best friends, or my two best friends basically. No, actually. Have gotten into the outdoor lifestyle, you know, buying hammocks and gear and stuff, buying shit. And you know, I'd like to go camping in the summer, especially when it's connected to fishing, which we do every summer. Go camping somewhere, go fishing for a couple of days. Now it's always awesome. But winter camping, not something I expressly desire as an experience. But be that as it may. So my two friends were planning on doing exactly that, and they asked me if I wanted to tag along, and you know, they wanted to try out their gear and everything, see how they like camping in the wintertime, if it's doable with what they purchased and all the stuff they have, whatever. So like sort of very, you know, I replied with a very drawn out yes, like, do you want to come? I was like, oh yeah, well, that sounds awesome, cool. But on the other hand, they're my best friends. I don't get to see them now that they have families, and we live in different cities as much as I used to, so I figured, sure, we'll do that. And now one of my two friends, turns out, doesn't have time. Something came up. And now, so I was still at the back of my mind, maybe planning on going like, you know what, I thought about it again. I don't want to come. You two guys have fun. It's your thing anyway. And now that it's just down to one of my best friends and I, if I say no, then he can't go. And yeah, the short version of that story is I'm going camping on Wednesday. I'm not made for the cold. I learned that in Canada. Take this one down still. Turns out we do. This one down as well. So yeah, that's the thing. It's gonna happen, and I'm very excited. As you can tell by my teeth showing, super excited. Pretty awesome. No, but kidding aside, it's gonna be fun. And we're gonna go camping in the woods. So I'm gonna set up a little camp and have a beer or two. And expect it'll be rather entertaining on the whole. Truth be told, this is not a race under the gun. Just realizing that now. Well, I knew it before it, but now I'm realizing that I'm under the gun. Should not be played. On the other hand, flopping a set, always GTO. I'll lead there too. Took it down on table 5 with the hand I said shouldn't be opened. So good. All is well that ends well there. Giving us the second nuts right away. Bringing in the flush is pretty awesome, my perspective. Too bad, I thought the flush might net us a call. Jacks, get out with your jacks. You people and your best hands claiming pots. What's the world coming to? It's King, Queen, 6. Yeah, we do want to ISO you. Alright. That's what the dealer has in store for us. Oh, diamond board. We do have one diamond to have the top pair in the gutter. That part is nice, giving us top 2. Block it not straight. So if he bets, we're gonna call and reevaluate on rivers. There's one straight out there, there's a flush out there. Ah, turns out there's a set out there too. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Just a movie quote, I'm not calling this guy a pig. Yeah, the jokes are really, you told a good joke when you feel the need, you feel the need to explain it. Well done. Top 2. Actually, top 3. Pretty nice turn. Kind of like the river too. Instafold. Oh wow. Flip of the nuts, eh? We call him a gentleman, I believe. This is a full house draw as well. Out of I was gonna say out of position. I would just raise it right away on the turn. In position, there's a decent chance that he's betting again. Call with the king high flush, hopefully. Or whatever flush you had. Why the hell? Oh, big blind, yeah. Not one of the spots. Where the hell am I in this hand? Okay. I'll be back. Volodyon also sounds good. I'm not entirely sure how long I'll be around for today. I think I'll be not that much longer, maybe another half hour at most. Yes, I said I'm the dentist appointment. Man, those always take it out of me, especially the night before, because I get nervous when a dentist appointment looms on the horizon for me. Usually sleep quite badly the night before. Over here, where we are deep, let's call in position. Well, not really interesting. All we have is a flush draw right now. Backdoor straight, I guess. Okay. Kind of unexpected to check. It was a 3-bet pot, right? Right. The overcards and a flush draw. I think he bets quite a lot. Or at least I would bet it quite a lot. This board. I figured for a change we go with the really small sizing, hoping for a crying call. Here, having absolutely no equity. At least not much to speak of. I'm gonna bet once against a big blind caller who, generally speaking, likes the sport way less than we do. As the undergun raiser. Yeah, just give up though. Yeah, we blocked the draws. He's got to show up with some crappy-ish ace. Follow with the king and the okay. Fair enough. Nope. I think, yeah. Again, similar spot as earlier, where we have pretty much where we have very low equity. So I generally see bet here, especially against the big blind. This time around, however, I'm just gonna check. That's an interesting one. We're incentivized to start betting. Only one straight out there, which we block heavily. Two pair, sure, I'm gonna call us a decent amount of the time. Not this time though. By two pair, I mean an ace and a second pair. 10-9, probably not so much. We've done some pretty loose raises in the past. Let's see what the flop brings. Acceptable, I guess, especially for the sizing. Not a club for full pot size, but kinda need to let go. Down here, flop and check check. Single raise pot. On a nice river. Might save us money though. We're behind against two pair quite a bit. Range line to take to bet the turn, but fair enough. Well, I guess if I check, I don't hit the board very hard. Ah, never mind, I don't get why he bet the turn. That worked out for him. It wasn't like he bet small, like it was sort of a blocker bet. Don't think so, at least. Not only do we hold the best possible blockers here, we do have some real equity drawing to the second nut flush. Trouble is he called twice. If he has like the wheel or something, he's not gonna fold a lot now. You have showdown value. On the other hand, against the hands he calls with not that much showdown value. Oh, maybe I tell a lie. He does show up with 3s, 4s, 5s, sets of those, I mean. It's just an insta-fold. Block them, missed flush draws. Kind of have trouble figuring out who's showing up with here. Set with a 9-8 or 8-5. I don't know, man. I don't know. Wait, no. Yeah, timer's running out, so let's call. Hope he has a lower set. What do you have? You have to flush draw. 6. Okay. Worked for you, my friend. Nah, I'll give up. We didn't call too often. Pot is too large. Nothing happening on any other table. So as far as I can figure out, we're up a little more than a buy-in on initial 8, so total like $25, $30, I believe. Quite sure about round ones. I think we're sort of breaking even there. Not sure. No, actually, I think we're down 20 bucks on round one, so in total we are slightly in profit or breaking even. Well, it ain't quite over yet. Two more hands to play. Here, against this guy, I do want to play against him, and I'm actually gonna ISO this. Pretty weak hand to do it with, and against most other players, I wouldn't. It's still gonna get us in trouble against this guy a lot of the time as well, but he is just so very wide from what we've seen. Okay. Queen 10 9, no thanks, no suit. Gets folded around, clear raise. Then also a raise call, I believe, with the queen jack. Check it out. Yep. Pretty much all of the single suited jacks that do get raised to the first base get raise called, exception being the jack 8-4 and 7-4, and that's it. A few more. Yeah, okay, those both triple jacks. Yeah, never mind, that makes sense. Like ace triple jack. Okay, limp because some extra money in the middle. With a pair in our hand and no spade blocker, quite happy leading out. King high flush draw and an overcard. Right? Gives us the top pair. And a gutter on top. Yeah, sounds good enough to me, actually. Cool. Alright, how about a nice flop? Couldn't have missed this anymore had we tried. Oh, oh you got 230 left. Oh, I didn't see that. Then I would have just put it all in pre. Ideally run multiple times. Now we're never folding. Not for this price. Got aces, okay. I don't care. Running it once, running it twice. Pretty much all the same here. And not as this time, you say, eh? That clinches it for you. Nice hand. King with the 4 deuce, letting this one be. But down here we have a nice one. Ace Queen Jack 6 double. Oof. Gonna miss again. Do have that gutter. Again, we kind of block kings by proxy. Blocking ace king, king queen, king jack type of deals. I think we're taking this one down quite a bit. Yep. Or splitting it sometimes. Yeah, I think another 5 minutes, then I'm gonna call it a night. So I got a little bit of a toothache going on, so I'll drop a pain reliever and hope that all that is behind me tomorrow. Over here, we turn rather nice, I'd say. Things considered. Over here we get raised, blind versus blind, certainly not a spot to fold. Okay, take it down with the trip 8s. Give it a shot. go for the pure bluff. Second time we've done this today. Hey, we're 2 for 2. Cheers. Nice. So with the camping, Thursday I have community college as well. And Thursday I will stream, however. There will be a nightly stream. It's gonna be a long one too. By then I should be fully recovered from the vacation. And the dentist and all that stuff. So there's gonna be a late night stream tomorrow, cause Tuesday and Thursday I have community college, exactly, right? And I'm gonna put out a schedule on Twitter as well later tonight and put it on Discord before I go to bed. Holding all the pairs now. Confused. What do you got then? Unfortunately, that makes sense. Ooh. It's a nice hand to wind the session down with. We're gonna be deep. Oh, you would have guided 3-bet with the Queen 6-5-4 that was suited just a few moments ago, I remember. Cards unfortunately doesn't go for the raise, so now we're gonna play this one 4-handed most likely. No, this guy folds, that's good. That's way above average. Only slightly worrying cards would be a 4 or 5 on a turn, naturally. Nice. Oh yeah, this one is just gonna be nasty to play on a lot of turns, even if we are ahead, so I think I'll let it be. Yeah, against the pink shirt, the bad happy dude. Just gonna make life miserable for us down the road a lot. Aces and threes, no suits but double paired aces. Yes, please, let's squeeze it up. And also, probably, yeah, make this our last orbit, I think. Definitely checking bin here. We flop a set in the gutter. Yes. Bets pot. Shuts us right out. Filling up. Pretty decent. Shouldn't be behind you a lot. Ace 10 is a distinct possibility. Pass the turn. Then again, a lot of stuff missed. I think we're gonna go with the smaller. We're actually gonna go with the small bet. And if it induces, we ain't folding. Because from his perspective, he has the 10. And is not full. You know, everything else missed. The straight draws missed, flush draw missed. Here, versus blinds. Start by a check with a check. Double gutter with a second nut flush blocker. Me. Okay. So we're either gonna call down or even put a bet in. Checks. What do we get called by? This is a good question. What do we get called by? The Queen 9? I think we'll check. Yeah, I don't see that calling a lot. Jacks or 10s. Last hand on that table. Right, so that's that. Can we raid? Who's on? Down the road a lot. Alright, he wanted to put it in, so... Wait, here. There's only a few cents more. Twice? Don't care really either way. Let's do it, you say. Alright. Cover one of our flush draws, that's a little sad. Need an 8 right now. Shuts us right out. Takes care of the days as well, that's kind of neat. A 6? Be good? Or a 3, or 7, or 9? Oh. Fair enough. Yes, usually not all in hand. But I did decide to open it after it was followed around to us. And he went all in for, I don't know, how many cents more, not that much. Paul Dion also, that's excellent timing that he returned, in the sense that I can at least say goodbye in person. Because I'm going to call it a night. As I said earlier, the dentist appointment meant that I was a nervous wreck beforehand and I didn't get much sleep last night. I also still have a slight toothache going on, so I'll call it a night. We have one more hand to play. And I'll be back tomorrow? Right, I'll be back tomorrow night. Oh, Richie Robb is online. Let's raid him then in a few moments. But good to have you back, Paulo. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Starting... I'll put the schedule out, but I should be starting at either 9:30 or 10 night. Yeah, probably 10. And then on Wednesday, I go to the winter camping thing. Hopefully don't catch a cold or anything. And Thursday, also gonna be a nightly stream, and then I'll stream the whole weekend. That's the plan, at least. Alright, so that's enough for run it once as well. Let's see how we made out. On run it once, I believe we're down to buy-in. Can't quite recall how. Trying to recall it earlier, and I can't figure out when we lost the buy-in on run it once. And on natural 8, we made a profit. On natural 8, we made 30, 40, $40. So in total, we're up a buy-in. With the currency conversion, it's smidgen less. We're up like 17, 18 bucks. 18 bucks, I guess. Let's call it a buy-in with the rig back. That should work out. It's decent. It's decent. The first stream after the long break, we broke even, having lost the profits of the day in one of the last hands, or at least towards the end of the session. Today we are up a little bit. It's going in the right direction. I'm not going to complain too loudly about anything. Except that I can't find the credit. There you go. So I'm going to call it a night, as I said. Let's move over to Richie Rob's place, who is streaming no delay tournaments on his channel. It's always a lively place. Him and his chat rarely shut up. Heat555, thank you very much for the sub, man. It's very much appreciated. And yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, for keeping me company. And I'll be back tomorrow. Until then, have a decent night, evening, morning, whatever the case might be for you in your time zone. Cheers.